Hey gang, DVD collector back in the movie room. Hey gang, welcome back to Criterion Corner. First off, I'd like to apologize that it's been so long since I did one of these videos, but I like to take my time watching these and doing a little bit more research than normal on a film. Plus, I have started a new series with Ian that takes a little bit more time to do. So this kind of got lost in the shuffle. But like I said, I like to spend a lot more time on Criterion watches and the special features and stuff like that, because they do mean a lot to me. And before we talk about this, I'm wearing a coat. It's 26 fucking degrees outside, and my dumb ass decided. I didn't even decide. I don't even know why I did it. I turned the fucking heat off in the house. I take Robin to work. I come back. We ran around for a little bit. Dropped her off work. Came back. And like, God damn, why is it so fucking cold? Well, that's because the heat's off and it's dropped tremendously. So I came inside and it was about 40 degrees. So I'm wearing a coat. But anyway, let's get into Criterion Corner. I had said I was going to watch something other than I did. I was going to watch Lure. But I seen this on the shelf and hadn't watched it yet, so I decided to watch Roman Polanski's Knife in the Water. This is Polanski's first film. It is Polish. It's also the first Polish film to ever be nominated for an Oscar as a foreign film. 1962. Like I said, it is his first film. I'm a pretty big Polanski fan. I like a lot of his stuff. I like a lot of his styles. So, you know, any controversy that goes along with him, I don't give a shit. I like him as a film. I don't even like him. I like his films. I like his style. I like his direction. So I own most of, if not all, of Polanski's stuff that's on Criterion. This one, I don't know how to say this. First off, let's talk about the plot. It's hard to describe because to most people this film, and to myself, is rather boring. If you don't look at it from a literally fan of film, like not just a normal film buff or somebody that just watches movie, but if you look at it from a certain perspective, from somebody that, you know, gets into the films, wants to know more about the films. I don't really just sit and watch the film. It's more like a study to me every time I do watch one, especially the first time. If you go that far into it, then yes, I enjoyed the film, but I enjoyed it for more than what it was. I really enjoyed the camera work. I really enjoyed a lot of the direction of the characters. I liked, you know, some of what was going on between the characters and things like that. The story itself could have been a lot better. Now, it is one of those films that I really enjoy. If you've watched this channel for any amount of time, I really enjoy films that take place in one specific area. That, to me, is mind-blowing that a film can be that interesting in one spot. This one, not so much. I did like the fact that they did do this, but the beginning of this just really kind of sets the tone for confusion in a film. This couple they're driving to their boat. They are going sailing for the weekend or whatever, however long the trip was supposed to be. And they randomly pick up a hitchhiker that they almost run over in the road. And they invite this guy to go sailing with them. They know nothing about him. You know, they just invite him to go sailing, possibly because they almost ran him over. That right there is the beginning of this film, and from there, they go sailing with this guy. All right, now right there would get a lot of people to just stop watching the film. Okay? But if you go on past that, you see a couple that is basically going sailing. They've been together for a while. And you see the hitchhiker and the husband are both battling to be alpha males. You can see the jealousy in the husband because of what the hitchhiker turns out to be way different than what he thought he would be. He thought he could just get him on there and make fun of him the whole time and, you know, whatever, make him look stupid in front of his wife and all that, but it's not the case. So everything, the dialogue and stuff like that is rather good. The story that's taking place between these guys is really good once you get on the boat and once you're sailing. Now, what happens after, I'm going to let you guys find out if you've watched this or not, but it gets really interesting about 3/4 of the way through the movie. Now, a little bit of off-the-wall trivia. This film, of course, was Polish. When Polanski came to the United States, he had been offered to make this with an American cast with people like Elizabeth Taylor and stuff like that, and he turned it down because he didn't want to just repeat himself with another film. I think that would have been really interesting to see what he would have done Americanized. The original idea for this was for more of a kidnapping of the hitchhiker, which I think would have, I think it would have been a better film, but all in all, I can just come up with different little thoughts about that, like what would happen here, what would happen here. I also read that if it was going to go that way, it was going to have more people, which I don't agree with. The 3 people in the film it's perfect for what they're doing. Now, the kidnapping, I think it would still need just the 3 people. Polanski, he wanted to actually be in the film himself. This is funny. He wanted to be in the film himself and play the hitchhiker, but the studio executives or whatever it is in Poland told him basically that he's too fucking ugly. It is his voice, though. It was a dubbed over voice for the hitchhiker because, what did I read? Oh, the man's voice was too deep and stuff like that, so they wanted something a little different. So we got that. You'll watch, like I said, about, I don't know, halfway, 3/4 of the way through the movie, you'll see why the knife in the water becomes what the film's about. Well, not really even what the film's about. It brings a lot to the story. So I'm going to just quit right there before I just start babbling idiotically about what this film is. But I definitely do recommend it. If you're a Polanski fan and you've never seen it, I do recommend it. If you're just somebody that wants to watch a movie, this is not for you. This is a very slow burn, and you have to overlook a lot of you have to look over a lot of boring stuff, but it does pay off in the end. So, Knife in the Water. The next film we talk about is actually, I don't think I have it laying right in front of me. Terrence Malick's A New World. So get ready for that one. A lot of people find this film very, very boring too, but I absolutely adore it for a lot of different reasons, and we'll talk about that hopefully next week. I've already watched it, so we should be able to get that up. So until next time, guys, make sure you have a great day. It's almost Christmas, so there's that. And as always, game over.